Hello, hello, and welcome to the Mompreneur HQ. I am Rashida Green. I am the founder and CEO of Get Right Coaching and the host of this wonderful Mompreneur HQ community where we help moms to start, grow, and scale home-based virtual businesses so that they can build the life of their dreams without neglecting themselves or their families in the process. And we do that through coaching, content, and community. So if you are here live, thank you for showing up live. Drop a hashtag live in the comments so that we know that you're here. And if you haven't given StreamYard permission, go right ahead and give StreamYard permission so that I can see who you are when you comment. I am so glad to be able to join you once again this community, being able to share with you just some gems and some knowledge that I have gained and or still learning as a mom entrepreneur in this online space. All right. And what will we be talking about today? You might be wondering. Well, think about this. We are almost done with this year. And I say almost done with this year because we have passed the halfway mark. We are now in Q3. Q4 is right around the corner. So we're going to be talking about promotions today and 5 reasons why you need to get ready for Q4 now. Now, the question to me is, do you run regular promotions? Do you have sales events that you sponsor throughout the year? How far in advance do you do the planning? How far in advance do you schedule out your promotions? You may start planning a promotion maybe several weeks out or even several months out. But have you considered even scheduling them a year out in advance? Well, it's already August. September is like right here. And once children go back to school, usually in August and September, it's already Christmas. That's it. I literally was away last weekend and there it was right there. The Christmas shop was already open. We haven't even gotten all the children back into school, haven't even gotten the Halloween stuff out of the way. Thanksgiving, and already the Christmas shop has been planted, it's open, and it was packed. Okay. So that is one thing to consider when you have time to do your promotional planning a year in advance. Something like a Christmas shop, knowing in advance that August would be the time that they would open up shop and not October, right? That knowing that in advance helps them to line out their business plan and also their business budget. Like, how much do we plan to be able to make by opening so far in advance in August? Well, those are some of the things that business owners should be thinking about all the time. But if you happen to be, the type of person who waits a little bit before actually putting things into motion, well, then today's lesson is just for you. So, again, 5 reasons to get ready now for Q4. We're going to be breaking that down for you. Again, if you're joining us live, go ahead and put hashtag live. And if you have any comments for us, go right ahead and put those comments in and we'll try to address them as they come in. But if not, I'll definitely get to you after our show. All right. So, sometimes it might seem strange to do promos in advance. It's like some people don't even like to schedule their posts in advance because they want to be in the moment. They want it to be live. They want it to be relevant. So some people don't even plan their posts. But when it comes to planning your promotions and your sales, you might want to give it a little more advanced strategy, so to speak. So that you are not behind the 8 ball, that you're not trying to cram in a whole bunch of activity into this small window or space of time to get all these things done. And it's not really difficult. It's not hard to do, especially if you have your products, you know what sells, you know what's hot, and you know what's not. Then it's easier for you to just come together with a plan that saves you time later and allows you to run more strategic promotions. And that's what we're going to talk about. 5 reasons you should create this Q4 plan now. Now, like I've said before, it's probably better to do it in advance. But, at the beginning of the year, give it an annual planning schedule, something to help you build out more elaborately versus something that you just throw together. But in the event that you, like some others, kind of didn't plan at the beginning of the year, and you're looking to get things done, looking to make more money, looking to reach those financial goals by the end of the year, then let's get this thing started. Why? Because number one, planning now will help to boost your revenue. The main reasons why businesses hold promotional sales is to boost revenue, right? We want to sell some stuff. We want to get some product off the shelf. We want to get some cha-chings in our Stripe account, or and if we're doing physical, we want to get some customers in front of us to get these sales going. If you offer your customers a great deal with fantastic value, you will see more sales. That's like it's really just that basic, right? If you have this offer that customers just cannot resist, if your offer deal is so fantastic, again, it gives such value that they cannot resist, then what you'll end up with is more sales. And when someone finds something that they just can't resist and they are so happy about the value of it, what happens? They tell a friend, they tell another friend, and their friend tells someone else, right? And that's what we want, that positive word of mouth that's going to boost our revenue, get our income growing. And the way that some of these promotional sales can be worded, right? They can be offered for a limited time only. That scarcity, creating a sense of urgency that pushes people to buy like fast. One effective strategy you can use is to offer promotionals sales during times of the year where you see a sales slump. So what could that mean? So we know that someone selling beach items, they might have this huge holiday push, or September, October, November push, because their season is over. So now we're going to do some promotions that it's going to be so great that people are going to find such value, because it's not that people don't need the blankets, the beach blankets and the beach towels and the lounge chairs, but it's because the season is over. It's not really important. They're worried about what we're going to put together for our holiday festivities, or for the Thanksgiving dinner, how we're going to decorate the house. They're not really thinking about beachwear. But if you have an outstanding promotion that has it's of something of great value that people want, then you will see those sales. So planning out in advance would mean that now, as I'm planning my promotions and I've gotten all of my busy season sales done, now I have to think about, what am I going to do when it's not busy season? Nobody's really going to just up and buy my seasonal thing. So you have to come up with things or promotions that are going to get your product sold, even when it's a downtime, even when typically it would be a sales slump for that particular product. Your offer will boost sales during that period, and you can make up for some anticipated lost revenue. And I say anticipated because as a seasonal salesperson, or if you have seasonal products, then you are aware that some of those things won't get sold during a particular time of year. That's why we say do these promotional sales and these pop-up shops and things like that to get those items sold in times where they normally would not be sold. And this allows you to ensure that your earnings remain stable all year long. And there is no slump, no lull, no gap in time where you are just selling 0 items. The key to earning more with promotionals, however, is to offer them at the times that are relevant to your customers, such as holidays that they celebrate or events they attend. And the other secret to success is that you must offer excellent value. It shouldn't just be, oh, here's this item at a reduced price, but something that will benefit your customer greatly. And this is why it's important to plan ahead of for your promotions, so that you kind of get an idea of what the people want, so that you can be the one to give it to them. All right. Number 2, After boosting your revenue, we want to attract and retain customers. This is a great reason why you should do your promotions right now for Q4. Why? Because Q4 is on and popping, right? It seems like it's like a snowball effect once school goes back into session. You have back to school this, back to school that. You have Halloween this and Halloween that. Then you have Thanksgiving this and Thanksgiving that. Then boom, Christmas this and Christmas that, right? It's like the major holidays of the year are somehow compacted into the fourth quarter. And so in most businesses, the fourth quarter is the heavy lifter. You might have made your millions in in the first 3 quarters, but you're probably going to double or even triple your earnings in just the fourth quarter alone, depending on your product or service that you offer. And you want to make it good, those products and services and those promotions that you offer during the quarter or fourth quarter, because you want to be able to attain and retain the customers that you grab with these promotions. You can use your promos to attract new customers and retain existing ones. Advertise your deals broadly across social media platforms and other marketing channels, and you will see an increase in first-time buyers. That's just it, because a lot of people are on these social media platforms, and although those social media platforms like to charge you an arm and 2 legs in order to get to the people that you really need to see your product, because you could spend a couple of dollars, but are you really going to get to all the people you need with a $1 a day program, $1 a day schedule, or $5 a day ad? Maybe, maybe not, which is why I try to steer towards organic, because it can be expensive. I was actually told that if I'm going to do $1 a day, I might as well not even waste my dollar that day, because the reach would be so low. It says all these numbers, but the reach is still very low with $1 a day. It's like pay to play. The more you put in, the more you get out. But I really do seriously gag when I hear about the people who put in put in 5 and 6 figures a month into ads. And yes, they get benefits. There are some benefits to pouring that much money in when you look at how much you get back in those customer sales, how many clients you get, how much your email list grows, how much your Facebook group grows. But it's just a lot of money. And if you have it to give, then give it. And what they say typically is, if you do it right, the money is not coming out of your pocket. You're just using the money that you gain from the people, from the um, ads that you worked, the money that you gain from those ads. You're just pouring it back in. So you're really not spending anything out of your pocket once you've actually got back or earned back that initial ad money. So if you start out with a pool of $500 and you make back 1,000, you take that original 500 you put out, put that back in the bank, and then you just use that extra 500 that you made and just keep rotating that back into your ads. So this is not an ads class or workshop. So we're going to go back to today's lesson, but I really did want to share that with you, that you can pour into ads if you want. That's definitely an option, and it is proven to be effective. But if you just go across your social media platforms and try to do these organic strategies, using even other marketing channels, you'll definitely see an increase in your population, your customers. They'll experience the value that you offer firsthand, and you can then continue to sell to them. Why? Because it is a lot easier to sell to someone who's previously worked with you, who knows your work ethic, who knows the value of your products, than it is to start with someone new who may need to see your product or your commercials or your ads at least 7 or 8 times before they will invest in what you have. All right. So some businesses, they use promos to strengthen relationships with existing customers as well. As I mentioned before, it's a lot easier to sell to them. You can offer these deals to people who have already purchased from you as a way of saying thanks, as a way of rewarding their loyalty. You can also use them to bring back customers who have not purchased in a while, right? Thinking about those customers who you already have. If you say we're going to come out with a new product, why not start with the people who are on your list, who have already been rocking with you as a subscriber, or as even as a previous client, right? You say, hey, thanks for being a part of this community. I have a gift, or I have a product that's going to be coming out on September 1st. But on September 1st, the price is going to be $97. But if you get this as part of my um, email list or my subscriber list, I want to let you have first dibs at it for $57, $77, whatever your number is. But the point is, make them feel valuable for sticking with you, for being on your list. Give them first dibs on an offer, and it doesn't have to. I went drastic. I took off $40 when I initially said it, and I was like, okay, well, maybe just $20. But it's totally up to you. You can say 5%, or you can say $5, but making them feel important, it keeps them. That's what I talk about, retention. It helps to attract and retain them as customers with you. If you want to attract new customers, then um before deciding the exact promotions and sales to run, you need to first to choose the goals of each, right? So you have a promotion, you want to do a promotion, buy one get one free. Well, what's the goal of that promotion? Is it to sell more of the same item? Is that why you want to give away more? Buy one get one free. If you want to sell one of the same item, but you actually want to get more money from it, what is a way that you can do that? So knowing the goal of your promotional sales would definitely help you in planning the specifics of your offers. And then and it would be based on the objectives that you set when you said, I'm going to do a promotion. This is what I want from this. This is what the goal is. I want to be able to make $10,000 from this. I want to be able to sell more, move more products. I want it out of my house if you're MLM, because I tell you, I had products for days. But if whatever your goal is, then you have to make the plan and make it strategic, specific to the strategy in which you're trying to reach your goal. And if you want to attract new customers, you might run a promotion on a flagship product to bring in new business. For customer retention, you might offer exclusive content for buyers only, those who have already bought from you. These are ways to make people get excited about being on your list and feel rewarded or loved in that you thought of them first for on these first dibs items. All right. So next, we want to talk about being able to drive awareness to your brand. That's number 3. We talked about boosting your how starting now could boost your revenue, attract and retain customers. But now we're saying this drives awareness to your brand, because in addition to growing your customer base and boosting sales, your promotions can help you establish your brand in the marketplace. Brand awareness allows the public to understand who you are and what unique value you can offer them. When your market has the right idea about your business, you will see more sales, and higher customer satisfaction. There are many ways to drive brand awareness through your promotions. One example is to give something away for free. I always give the mall the mall example about how they always have the food on the stick. Giving you something free so that you can taste it, find out if it's something that you like, and then get in line and get that item, right? You're going to go and that teriyaki chicken on the stick, you're like, oh, this is so great. I'm going to go and buy me a whole plateful, right? So, gives them something. And for us in the online business space, that would be your lead magnet or your freebie or your opt-in that you put in your on your blog or on your website, or even in your community, Facebook community, if you have one. And even if it's not your own, you can go into other Facebook groups and share your freebies depending on the group rules. So always check the group rules. But this could be something free, like content. We have, I think I went through over the course of July and August, talking about lead magnets and freebies and the different types that they could be. So we already know it could be content, it could be ebooks, it could be templates, it could be checklists, so many different things that you can give, as long as it helps people to solve a problem that they're facing. And by offering this content for free, it highlights to customers that you have expertise solving problems in your topic or area. Number 4, increase customer satisfaction. Promotions can increase customer satisfaction by providing customers with what they need exactly when they need it. Now, if they are looking for something and they stumble across you and you give them exactly what they need, oh my gosh, it's like, ta-da! You are the best thing since sliced bread, right? So, for example, as the holidays roll around, everyone is looking for ways to save on products they've had on their wish list. They have this extravagant wish list that somebody may have even shared with their spouse, their family, their kids, somebody to be like, hey, this is my wish list. If you really want to get me something, then here's a list. You can choose for whatever it is that you want. But then there are those who have this wish list that they're like saving up for or waiting for that great deal to buy for themselves. That's why Black Friday is just so awesome, because, people really do save up to see what flip through every single newspaper and the little sales book lists and gift booklets, to see exactly what's on sale, if it's there, and if their wish list item is that item. And then they will go to that store and like break down doors, stand in lines to make sure that they get that thing, right? So um, they have these wish lists, and you can create a sale with the right timing around the holiday that provides just what your customers are looking for. And might I add, you can ask your clients, if you are on social media, you can ask your potential clients what it is that they love, what it is that's on their wish list for this Christmas or for this holiday season. And guess what? You now have ideas straight from the horse's mouth that you can use to try to develop um, product content that's going to answer their need. And then come Black Friday or whatever other holiday sale that you decide to come up with, holiday promotion that you decide to come up with, then they find you and they're like, oh, this is just what I was looking for. This was on my wish list. And you have now gotten yourself a client who is now not only aware of your brand, they have been bought into your product or service, and now they're on your list and in your world, and they're happy because they got what they were looking for all along, right? So you're also giving your customers more options. Your yearly promotional calendar includes a variety of offers at different price points. This provides more ways for buyers to enjoy the value of your products while also giving them the delight of knowing they've saved money. If you want to keep your customers happy and coming back for more, you need to understand them so well that you know what they need and when they need it. And I want you to pay close attention to problems and issues they face. Gain the understanding, conduct direct and indirect research, we mentioned that, and create opportunities for your market to give you feedback. Then use that feedback to plan for your promotions and offers. Now, another thing about planning in advance is so that you don't get in a place of dissatisfied customers. Why? Because when we do things like the scarcity tactics, and we're like, oh, it's the last time. Oh, it's the only time you'll see it at this price. Oh, it's only 4 left, when there's actually not 4, because it's a digital product unless you have a limited sale on a particular digital product. But in most cases, you don't want to get into the habit of just throwing sales out there, because one example is the product is $1,000. Somebody buys it for $1,000. 2 months later, you go, oh, we're having a 50% off sale. Now it's only $500. That person is sick. Oh my gosh. Now, mind you, These are all mindset issues. This might not even be a concern or issue for somebody who's like, you know what? No problem. I spent $1,000. That's the time I bought it. I bought it at regular price. Not a problem. It is what it is. I still benefited from this thing, from this product or service. I'm fine with it. But then there are those who's like, wait a minute, not 2 months later. How about 2 days later or 2 weeks later? Now it's like 50% off. Like, oh my gosh, that's just hurtful, right? And then another 3 months later, you decide, oh, this is the best sale ever. It's going to be $250. And those people that bought it for 1,500, like, are you kidding me? I paid 3 times or 2 times more than this price. That is ridiculous. And maybe they don't like your sales mentality, your sales promotion schedule. So it's always best to plan it in advance so that you know that when you say this is the lowest of the season, lowest price of the season, or this is the lowest that it'll ever be, when you use those types of words, make sure that it is going to be that price or the lowest price of that season. So that's actually a way to get around some of that. It's all about language, the language you use. So you want to make sure that you're using language that is conducive to language that is in integrity, that you're not saying it's the last thing when it's not, and you're not saying it's the lowest price ever when it's not, so that you would be in integrity with those who are actually working with you or looking at your products, or who have even saved up on your wish list, right? Okay, and then let's see. And then after that, we're going to talk about creating the right promo for the right time. Designing your promos in advance allows you to create the most powerful, effective, and timely promotions with the least amount of pressure on you as possible. Because you're doing it in advance, you're not waiting to the last minute, you're not trying to figure out if you have all the pieces in place, because you've done it and you've calculated in advance with an understanding of your audience's needs and annual sales cycle. You have a chance to plan strategically and generate offers that are guaranteed to be profitable because you're thinking it out, right? Best of all, you won't be stuck at the last minute having to pull something together. You'll have plenty of time, months ahead of each promo, to get ready. You will also have ongoing feedback from your market so you can make changes as needed. Your calendar will enable you to stay on top of things and offer the maximum value. So the 5 reasons to get ready for Q4 now is to boost your revenue, attract and retain customers, drive awareness to your brand, and increase customer satisfaction. And with that, I am considering, talk to your people. I am actually considering doing a 1 hour 1 hour webinar at the end of this month, to help you get Q4 ready. And if you are interested in that, because I find that I just need to get things done, but if nobody is ready to attend, or if people are not interested in the topic, I don't know if I want to waste my time. So I am going to do just like I told you to do to get ready for Q4. Poll your people, find out what they want, find out if what you're thinking is something that they need or would like. And so I'm reaching out to you. If you are interested in a Q4 webinar, we're going to do that at the end of this month. Tell me, say yes, Q4 in the comments below, and that'll let me know that you are interested in doing a Q4 session webinar in the end of this month. The other thing is, if all goes well, I'm actually thinking about doing a full out 6-week collaborative effort, basically planning out your entire Q4 plan. So that is something that I'm also thinking about, but it's going to be based off whether or not people are really interested in that. And that's why I'm doing the feeler on the end of this month, to see if you ladies are interested in getting your Q4 done. And so yes, Q4 in the comments below so I know. In the meantime, if you have a business that you just started, you want to get started, or you're looking to scale and you want to, or you may be stuck on a particular angle, particular area of your business, feel free to use your free 20-minute clarity call with me. Let's get on the line. Put yourself on my calendar so that we can talk about your business goals, and how I might be able to assist you in reaching your goals. All right, that link would be www.themompreneurhq.com/clarity-call. Get on the line with me, get on the calendar, and let's get it done. All right, so we're talking about the promotional schedules. We there's no need to wait too late. We're already at Q3. Q4 is right around the corner. And if you want to get started, join me the end of this month. Put yes Q4 so that I know that you're ready to get started planning your Q4 so that you can bring in more. All right, until next time.